Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
मिश्रा गौतम फोन नहीं उठा रहा ना, रात है तब नहीं उठाया। तो अभी आप फैसला कर लो, फिर आपने जाना है तो 1 बजे बाद अपनी वाइफ को दिखा के आ सकते। उसका फोन नहीं आया, या मैं उसको कल फोन करके दोबारा
ये जो है ये ऐसे दिख रहा है, एक कमरे से लगाया लगता है। हाँ हाँ नूरे सवाल है। हाँ नमस्कार, मैंने पटाख का नाम नहीं वेरी गुड। आप उनको बैठवाओ।
Please take your seats.
You're Amia. Amikya.
ശബ്ദം കുറച്ചേക്കോ നാളിന്റെ പരിപാടി. നിർത്തിയേ.
This is how it is looking on the Zoom. This is how it is looking on the Zoom. So, no, it will not. This is one particular camera.
Chairs we don't need.
So that they'll remove probably. And cable only has joined.
Okay. What किसी को यहाँ के वो chairs निकाल दे. We don't need chairs there.
చాలా పడే ആളുവിനെ തുടങ്ങിയില്ല അപ്പം हो गया खुश
അങ്ങനെ അത് ഇങ്ങനെ ഓണാക്കി വെച്ചിട്ട് വെറുതെ വെച്ചിരുന്നാൽ സൗണ്ട് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ട്. അത് മതിയല്ലോ, ഇയർഫോൺ വേണ്ടല്ലോ. എത്തിയാ?
We request everyone to please put your phones in silence before the commencement of the convocation program. Request everyone to please be
Akshay.
रवि सन्निधि मात्रे सूर्यकांतम प्रकाशये गुरु सन्निधि मात्रे शिष्य ज्ञानम प्रकाशये.
Meaning, a bit soul shines bright, emitting the light given by the sun. In the same manner, a person shines by emitting the knowledge given by the teacher.
Now that was the power of positive thought. And nothing could be superior to such an auspicious plan.
May request Anil sir, Dr. T.G. Vijayaman, Professor Prajapati Trivedi, and Mr. Suresh Narayan to please place this at the last lighting ceremony.
ഓരോരുത്തരും വിളിക്കാനൊക്കെ ഉള്ള ആൾക്കാര്. അവള് സാരിയാണെന്ന്. ഇത് അവിടുത്തെ സാറന്മാരെ വിളിച്ചത് ആങ്കേഴ്സ് ഗസ്റ്റ് എത്തിക്കണം. ശരിപ്പോ പോവുക അങ്ങനത്തെ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ട്.
Invite one of the parents to step forward. Come, one of the parents.
കളത്തെത്തിക്കാൻ വൺ ഓഫ് ദ പാരന്റ്സിനെ വിളിച്ചു.
Pushpan Singh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now we'd like to call upon Apurva Das and Parikshit Pandey from the upcoming batch to chant and enlighten us with the pious Saraswati Vandana.
സരസ്വതി മന്ത്രം പറയാൻ ഒരു ലേഡിയെ പെണ്ണിനെ വിളിച്ചു. സരസ്വതി മന്ത്രം പറയാൻ ഒരു പെൺകൊച്ചിനെ വിളിച്ചു. കൊച്ചിനെ ആ കൊച്ചിനെ ആരോ വിളിച്ചു. മറ്റേ കുട്ടണ പിന്നെ താഴെ ഇരുന്നില്ല കുട്ടണ. ഒരു പെൺകൊച്ചു വന്നു. ഒരു പെണ്ണ് വന്നു. വന്നു. ഓം ഭൂർഭുവസ്വഹായിരിക്കും. പറയാൻ
Hello. And Parikshit for the wonderful start to the event. It was truly pride and a singing performance.
They say some goodbyes aren't goodbyes. Rather, they are hellos. So, unifiers, let's say hello to a new adventure.
Good morning, one and all present here.
I'm Shreya
And I am Dikshant, and we welcome you all to the 14th annual Convocation ceremony.
It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to witness the success of the batch of unifiers who left no stones unturned and today stand tall. We are honored to welcome our guest of honor, Professor Prajapati Trivedi, who is the Commonwealth Secretary of London, UK, Mr. Suresh Narayan, sir, who is the Chairman and Managing Director at Nestle India Limited, our Patron and Chairman, Mr. Anil Satdev, our Director, Dr. T.G. Vijaya ma'am, our esteemed board members, all our faculty members, and our dear parents.
The 2022-23 batch of the unifiers have emerged victorious throughout. They have showcased sheer dedication and extravagant enthusiasm. They have come out with flying colors and made all of us immensely proud.
As we celebrate today, unifiers, there's one thing we'd like to say. Unity is strength. Where there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things are bound to happen. And you guys surely did achieve wonderful things throughout the year.
I would now like to invite our director, Dr. T.G. Vijaya, to address the gathering and enlighten the audience with her words before we proceed with the event.
Director Lydia.
Chairman and Managing Director, Definitely Limited, Professor Dikshant, the Commonwealth Secretary, General Special Envoy for FDG, Mr. Anil Sachdev, Founder, Chairman, Soil, Mr. Sahil Sachdev, President, Soil, members of the Soil Board, parents, guests, my colleagues from Soil, and dear students. Good morning and welcome to Dikshant 2023. The 14th edition of the graduation ceremony at the School of Inspired Leadership. As an educator, we cherish the day when our prodigies graduate. I congratulate each one of you today for having successfully completed the program. Today is an important milestone in your life journey. However, today does not mark the culmination of your journey. It beckons a new beginning. Interestingly, the Americans call this not a convocation, but a commencement ceremony, a beginning. Today, you unifiers have a new beginning. You have undertaken a year-long journey of reset, refresh, recalibrate, and soil. Many times, the journey is more beautiful than the destination itself. We pray that the journey and the destination, both of them, are beautiful to you. Let me the 2022 journey and soil. We admitted 104 bright, curious, noisy, friendly, enthusiastic unifiers with intake from 16 states and excellent diversity in terms of education, culture, language, and experience. Unifiers have an average age of 26, a median work experience of 3+ years, 63% have an engineering background, and 40 come from the IT, ITEM sector. This academic diversity, I'm pleased to tell you, is better than some of the IITs. However,
നോക്കിയിട്ടില്ലേ വന്നത്?
several new modules were added to the program this year. These include sustainability and business finance, digital analytics, and the future of work. Overall, for both the programs, 68 modules were delivered by expert visiting faculty and business faculty. I also thank you for the comprehensive feedback you have given to the NPS, which has been reviewed, and many of your valuable suggestions are planned for implementation in the next academic cycle. For example, enhancing the mentorship program, streamlining the academic schedules, and re-evaluation of the evaluation process currently followed. Now let me take you through some of the events at SOIL. The 14th Inspired Leadership Conference 2022, in association with Chedrinkin University, titled Dialogue Across Differences, was held on the 9th of December. This was inaugurated by Mr. Manoj Kohli, country head, SoftBank Group International. Panel discussions were around the themes of corporate profit versus societal good, social metamorphosis, drivers, challenges, and opportunities. Eminent business leaders shared their perspectives and powerful insights with the students and the participants. The valedictory session was delivered by Mr. Dikshant, MD and CEO, Max Life Insurance. Over 250 stakeholders benefited from the program. The book titled Leaders in the Making, authored by Mr. Arvind Agarwal and Professor T.V. Rao, was released at SOIL on the 6th of September. The book delves into the experiences and insights of 30 HR leaders, and Mr. Anil Sachdev is featured in the book. To further understand their leadership journeys, the experiences of 15 leaders were further captured through 4 webinars hosted by the students and faculty of SOIL. HR Conclave was conducted on the 19th and 20th of January. The theme was engagement versus engagement. As part of the leadership series initiatives in soil, several industry stalwarts visited us and interacted with the students. Some of them include Mr. Rajneesh Singh, Managing Partner of Simply HR Solutions, Mr. Viren Shetty, Vice Chairman, Narayana Health, Mr. Vipul Chandra, Managing Director, Ducati India, Admiral Anil Chopra, former Vice Chief of the Indian Navy, Mr. Prithvi Sherdil, CEO, CEO Entomo and ex-CHRO of HCI, to name a few. As part of the international collaboration, 34 students were able to experience learning and obtain course credits from Sheraton University, Japan, and the Polymere Graduate School of Business in Milan. I must also thank the clubs at Soil for executing initiatives which made us celebrate, focus, enjoy, and learn. The clubs organized 30 plus events and included all major festivals, societal engagements, and self-developmental activities. And for the short report on placement, most of our regular recruiters came through for us. This included the IT majors, of which Infosys, Cognizant were standout successes. 20 new companies were added to the recruiter list this year and include marquee brands like Gartner, S&P, Narayana Health, Fullerton, Verizon. The average compensation has gone up this year. The highest package has been 18.5 lakhs, with the top 15% of the class getting above 15 lakhs rupees. As part of our commitment to continuous education, this year we launched the fellowship program. 20 alumni participated in the program, who gained insights into recent changes in management and how to maneuver themselves in the organizations that they lead in the new normal. The list of activities in Soil for the year is indeed a long one, and what I have presented is indicated. Dear students, I compliment you on your yearbook, which captures the spirit of Soil very well and a great way of preserving memories. Thank you for that wonderful job. On a personal note, I joined Soil a few months after you did. I must confess, I had some anxieties. It was a journey of 2,600 kilometers and to a new place and to a new work culture. The affection, the support, understanding, and camaraderie which I have received from you and my colleagues was wonderful and helped me settle down quickly. I'm grateful and feel blessed. Unifiers will always have a special place in my heart. Let me also share the initiatives planned for the coming academic year. We plan to enhance our international collaborations to provide our students enhanced opportunities for international learning and exposure. The academic system is now in a process of rejuvenation, and the focus is on technology, digital transformation, and so that our programs remain current and proactive. Congratulations again on your graduation. You are now the alumni and brand ambassadors of Soil. I will close with a quote of William A. Foster. Quality is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent selection, and skillful execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives, the cumulative experience of many masters of craftsmanship. Quality also marks the search for an idea after necessity has been satisfied and mere usefulness achieved. May we continue our journey to quality in this spirit. Thank you and best wishes.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and motivating words.
It gives me great pleasure to invite our founding chairman and board member, Mr. K.K. Noria. Mr. Noria served as Senior Executive Officer of Many Precision Private Limited, as the Managing Director of Crompton Greaves Limited since 1985. He has over 50 years of experience in the electrical and electronics industry.
Mr. Noria is connected with us online today, and we request him to share his valuable thoughts with us.
Well, dear esteemed guests, shall I start, Anil? Can you hear me? Anil, can you listen to me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, dear invited guests, esteemed guests, faculty members, parents, and graduating students, I join your director in welcoming you and extend you a very warm welcome today. First of all, I would like to thank the parents and the well-wishers of the students who gave them the encouragement and the inspiration to complete their studies. May I now urge the students to please look at their parents and well-wishers and express their gratitude by giving them a standing ovation.
ഉണ്ട്
Noria, what's up?
സാറുമാരൊക്കെ
As your director said, that this convocation is also called a commencement ceremony. It's called commencement because today you start your journey to achieve your dreams. My request is that when you try to achieve your dreams, try to achieve not only a successful life, but a happy life and a fulfilled life. During my journey of 90 years of life, I have picked up some lessons of life and I would like to share some of them with you. To keep my talk short, I'm going to give you bullet points and then you can expand it yourself. First, for success, I give you 4 ideas. Number 1, self-discipline. Number 2, self-confidence. Number 3, self-competition. Number 4, self-reliance. Further, if you follow a career which gives you more happiness or maximum happiness rather than maximum pay, you will have a multifold increase in your success. Second, during our journey of success, we very time forget many ideas or many items or many aspects which are necessary for a happy life. I think some of these aspects I would request you to remember, and I will just highlight 7 of them. Number 1, always give gratitude and respect to your elders. Number 2, always find time, quality time with your friends and family. Number 3, always make sure that you don't compromise your principles. Number 4, make sure that you find every opportunity to practice universal values like compassion and empathy. Number 4, take every task as an opportunity to serve in the spirit of seva, that is self before service, service before self, in the spirit of nishkam karma. Number 6, probably most important, take care of health through proper exercise, proper diet, good quality time for sleep, and mental control, mind control. And lastly, number 7, try to feel content what you have, because as they say, ultimately happiness is nothing but celebrating what you have. Then for having a fulfilled life, I will conclude by giving you 3 simple tips. Number 1, live simply. Number 2, walk humbly. Number 3, love generously. With these words, I wish you best of luck. May God help you to have a successful, happy, and fulfilled life. Thank you very much for the time given to me. Thank you.
Noria sir, for your inspiring words.
ഇതൊന്നും പറയുന്നില്ല. ഈ ഫോണിൽ കൂടെ സെറ്റ് ചെയ്യണല്ലേ. ആരെങ്കിലും ഒന്ന് കിട്ടിയില്ലെങ്കിൽ കാണും.
Thank you, Noria sir, for your inspiring words at our convocation ceremony. Your insights and experiences will surely have a lasting impact on all of us. Now, I would like to request our founder and chairman, Mr. Anil Sachdev, to address the graduating batch, who eagerly await to hear his words of encouragement as they embark on their exciting new journey ahead.
कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरु ब्रह्मविद्परम्. I was only 5 years old when I became a student of Swami Chinmayananda. Every moment in his presence was special. In his presence, you felt like smiling for no reason. And it evoked in you a feeling of abundance. Abundance of spirit, abundance of thought. And when I was a young man at 18, he presented me a book. And he asked me, what's the purpose of your life? And I wrote in the book, India's economic development without spiritual impoverishment. I had this dream that when I grow up, I'll contribute to a cause to make this country once again great, based on good values. And I was fortunate, my first job in Tata Motors, I worked with an amazing company, but it was much too big. And I was a young man, and I said to myself, by the time I make a difference to the Tata Motors, Telco as it was called, it probably take me a long time. So I chose amazing company. The founder, Mr. Vikram Lal, is the finest leader I've ever worked with in my life. After my parents and my spiritual teacher, Swami Chinmayananda. It was he who made me discover that the most important part in life is not a thing, but it is something which is the intangible part of creating the kind of values that we live every day that makes each one of us rise. And after that, Mr. Noria, who was my first client in Crompton, he is, I would call, the fourth most important person in my life. In his presence, Noria ji, I hope you are listening. In your presence, we feel like doing extraordinary things. You make us go beyond all our fears and make us truly realize our potential. Many years later, the Aisha chairman said to me, Anil, now that you have joined the board at the age of 35, I kept on getting quickly promoted. Are you still interested in your purpose? I said, yes. And we created a company called Aisha Consultancy because Vikram Lal said to me, use that as an opportunity to really do the difference that you want to make. That's the platform for you. And from there, from Aisha Consulting, even at that time when we founded Aisha Consulting, within a year, I was offered directorship of IIM Ahmedabad. I was also offered directorship of IIM Bangalore in the same year because the government and the board of governors felt they did not have enough leadership in the IIMs to make their own organizations better. I was quite stunned. I was a young man in my 30s. And I said, why is it that the management schools, including our preeminent IIMs, are looking for leadership from outside? Because the academics are extremely good in running the institutions in terms of their academics and research, but I think they lacked some idea of leadership, and the board felt some outside energy was needed. I said to both the board of governors, Mr. Kulkarni, who chaired the IIM Ahmedabad board, I said to him, sir, this is not the right time to do this. I am more interested in the Aisha Consulting model, but a day will come and we will co-create a school with a difference. Even in 1991, in my heart was the spirit that one day we will create something from the soil. Why did we create soil? This comes after years of reflection, listening to great masters. We say the model of development that we require in this planet, the countries are putting too much focus on GDP. That's an absolutely the wrong measure. GDP is not enough. If women are not treated well, if children are not nourished, if there is not enough healthcare in the country, what is the use of GDP? We must have a holistic model of development. Corporations and businesses are putting too much attention to only shareholder value. I remember my good friend, an American company which started the shareholder value movement. They said to me, everything that you talk about in putting culture should finally result in shareholder value. That's the only thing that matters. And I said, this is really a sad commentary about the kind of business leaders that we are becoming. Thirdly, business schools were being ranked based on the salaries their students were getting. Financial Times ranking 40% weightage was on the salary being given to students. Students were ranking companies and putting them as category 0, category 1, category 2 based on largely the compensation they were receiving, and therefore major consulting companies and investment banks were being rated higher. And finally, a student was developing an idea of self-worth to say, how much CTC am I getting when I'm graduating? Success was being measured in terms of money. We said, what a hollow and empty discourse we have in the times of today. Because we are intellectually lazy, we only look at money as a form of progress. And we said, we must change this conversation. So we created SOIL. It's an experiment in higher education. And we said to ourselves, the most important part of the education will be that we will spend a lot of time on developing the being. See, we call ourselves human beings. But all that we do is most of our waking hours is spent in doing. And a little bit on knowing and very little on being. We said, therefore, character. The parents who are sitting here, you have done an amazing job by raising your children. Their early schools have given them the right kind of values. But higher education is where we fail you. Business schools fail you because business schools begin to have a new conversation. So we said we must make sure that we give that kind of education, which is based on solid character. Second, we said all our students must learn to overcome the fears. You and I, when we are born, all children are highly creative. But when we get older, we lose that creativity because our upbringing and our teachers, many times, they put fears into our hearts, fear of criticism, fear of failure, fear of lack of time and resources. Parents say, "Hey, tum itni badi baatein karte ho, hamare auqat kya hai?" This words like this are taught to children. That how can we think like that? Whole attempt is for children to understand, even when they become old, at any age we can become more creative. So the emphasis here is on developing that spark in each one of the students. Why do we send you once a week to social innovation, which will become your lifelong practice? Why do we get you to sit in silence and meditate and do yoga? Why do we send you to the Siddhbari ashram to go and learn from the villages, the amazing work that is happening? Why do we do a week-long theater simulation through Shubhe and artists like that so that you can explore values-related dilemmas in your own thoughts? This whole attempt is process where you can always have inner success even as you are chasing outer success. The inner journey is going to be the most important thing in your life. And so I hope this batch is very special, Unifiers, because you joined post-pandemic. We were all trying to learn with the issues post-pandemic. You were all encouraged to come physical. There were no online classes. And I know many of you, especially those of you who are introverts, you really found it difficult to come back and be every day in class. We struggled with you. Many times I struggled with saying, what the hell is going on here? Why is there absenteeism so high? Come on, student council, sit here. We were trying to take responsibility. But we knew these are all interesting issues we are all facing post-pandemic. Some of the faculty finding it very interesting to come back one word I will never forget. You said, no matter what it was, good, bad, or ugly, we were always together. I hope you will remember this, that by being together, you will be very far. We love you a lot, but we love your parents even more. Because your parents are the ones who have trusted you and trusted soil. So lots of love to each one of you. I hope you will remember this year as a year where you invested in yourself, and I hope you are becoming a better version for yourself. So I just want to end with one last story. Belaji is sitting here, Mrs. Malhotra. Mr. Malhotra was my boss and board member and also chairman of Aisha at one time. You know, I'll never forget in 1984 when the Sikh riots happened. 1,000 people were coming to burn our houses in Greater Kailash Part 2, but Belaji's husband, Mr. Malhotra, stood there facing the crowd. And he was begging with them not to do this. That inspired some of us young people to take responsibility. For the next 2 weeks, my house became a place where we were not only giving refuge to all our Sikh friends, but we developed a vigil. Day and night, we were working together. This inspiration came because I learned from people like Mr. Malhotra how you should always think of others first. And I hope each one of you will remember this when you go into your real life. Lots of love that we got from Belaji, from Mr. Malhotra, and each one of the people. There are many special things to say, but I think my time is running out. So I just want to end by saying thank you for all the wonderful time that we co-created together and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enlightening words. They have filled us with hope and motivation for the future.
Our guest of honor today, Professor Prajapati Trivedi, is currently the Commonwealth Secretary General's Special Envoy for SDG Implementation, Commonwealth Secretariat, London, UK, and a distinguished professor at the School of Public Policy and Governance, Management Development Institute, India. Earlier, he has worked as a senior director in the Commonwealth Secretariat in London from 2018 to 19 and was in charge of the Economic, Youth and Sustainable Development Directorate. In addition, he is a visiting economics faculty at the Harvard University's Kennedy School of Government, where he has taught various courses for the last 40 years.
Currently, a visiting international fellow at the IBM Center for the Business of Government, Washington, D.C. He has served in several key positions in the Government of India, including Secretary to the Government of India in the Cabinet Secretariat, Prime Minister's Office, Chairman, National Authority Chemical Weapons Convention from 2009 till 2014, and Economic Advisor to the Government of India from 1992 till 1994. Professor Trivedi worked as a senior economist with the World Bank from 1995 till 2009 and STC, Senior Professor of Public Sector Management at the Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta from 1987 till 1992.
He received his MSc in Economics from the London School of Economics in 1972 and PhD Economics from Boston University in 1985. Author of 5 books and several academic papers, he has worked in more than 50 countries around the world. An elected lifetime fellow of the National Academy for Public Administration, USA, he became the first Indian to receive the National Public Administration Award by the American Society for Public Administration.
Professor Trivedi is also the recipient of Harry Henry Distinguished Performance Management Practice Award for 2019 in Washington, D.C.
We now invite our guest of honor, Professor Prajapati Trivedi, to grace the stage and share his leadership journey with us.
Thank you very much for that introduction. My comments will be shorter than your introduction. If I multiply that, then I'm sure a lot of people will walk out. Thank you very much, Chairman, Mr. Loria, Mr. Anand Sachdev, Mr. Narayanan, distinguished faculty, students, parents, and ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to be here. I'm afraid, sorry about the introduction. It's long. I do not have that kind of wisdom to share. I was asked to sort of share leadership experiences from my life's journey, and I will do so. A few of them, and not keep you here for too long. And one of the reasons, what I'll do is I'll try to summarize everything, and then maybe depending on the time that we have, and I will be watching my own time, we will try to see how many lessons we can cover, because when you live long, you do have many lessons that you learn. And I'm afraid the time is never enough to cover all of it. Even though the time that has been allotted to me suggests that my lessons are limited. But I'm afraid I'll just cover whatever I can in the time that I have. Well, let me start with the two key lessons that I have learned over the years working in many countries around the world, teaching and preaching in this area. And before I do, let me tell you why I'm giving you the gist of that. This is a lesson that I learned in teaching and also in speaking long time back. This will go to early 90s when I was teaching for Harvard in Cairo, in Egypt. There was a workshop, very distinguished, very senior public sector officials and government officials. And this was a workshop organized by Harvard University. And I was a very young faculty. And I had a PowerPoint, and I was going bullet number 1, 2, 3. And before I could reach the third bullet point, 10 minutes into my lecture, the audience got up and started to walk. And you know, as a young academic, you want to stick the course. So I just kept on saying bullet number 4. And yet I could see people were like white and they were walking out. And I did see the lights go down, and there was some rumbling. So I thought in those days we used to have a lot of brownouts and blackouts. So it's a brownout, it's a developing country. And the grumbling probably is for the generators they have put on to bang the light. But this professor put me on the side and he said, you know, Praja, Egypt is going through the worst earthquake in 150 years. The Egyptians figured that out. This was abnormal. This was an earthquake, and they walked out. But I was still stuck with my bullet points, and there was nobody to listen. I was in the second bullet point, and the audience had walked out. So I decided in 1990s, very early, that whenever I'm talking with this quality and this interest, I will give them the gist of what I have to say, just in case. God forbid, in case we have to walk out, you would know what I have to say. So in short, the number one lesson in leadership that I've learned through my own work around the world is as follows. And this is not my original idea. It's an idea I've come to believe in because I've seen it in large number of countries all over the world. And the idea is that the output, the effectiveness of any organization, when you go out, will depend ultimately on the quality of its system. In fact, even Peter Drucker, the famous management guru, said that 80% of the effectiveness of any organization depends on the quality of its system, only 20% on the people. I hate to say that in a room full of people, that people only count 20% when it comes to the effectiveness of any organization. The quality of system. So that's number one. Second, again, all management experts seem to agree that within that 20%, 80% of the role is played by leadership, only 20% by the rank and file. Again, not very surprising. How many of you know the rank and file? Only look at the grade. The great leader with great system conquered the world for us. Correct? Therefore, what really matters is you really need a good leader, the good system, and you can do it. In fact, my experience is the key job of a leader is to create systems, good systems, and make sure they are operational and they run well. And you really got a good organization. People rise up to the occasion. They meet with your expectations. They deliver if the system is okay. The system is not good, good people start to walk out. I can give you any number of organizations. Examples where this has happened. Recently, Government of India got 14 lateral entries as joint secretaries. The Government of India, which is very rare. Today, none of them has survived. They've all walked out. They were the best of the best in the private sector because government had the choice. They were trying to make a point. They got 14 joint secretaries. Today, there is not one because the system is lousy. And unless we change the system, you get the brilliant people. I have always argued. My brother and sister both are in the administrative service. They're the brightest. Just like me, my younger brother went to LSC, went studied everything. The system which changes. What has become of them is not a very happy story. Obviously, it's the system. So if you go out, focus on the system, get a leadership job, make sure you have good systems and you run it well. Second idea from where what I have gathered so far in my life is that the days of creating ideas is over. In India, we are so good at creating ideas. We get together and let's reform and let's write another report on administrative reform and let's judicial reform, let's do this reform. Everybody's got ideas. In fact, I am on record telling the cabinet secretary where I worked for 5 years that, sir, let's have a moratorium on new ideas. Because we have such a backlog of unimplemented ideas. To get together and create a new set of ideas makes no sense. We must implement what we agree on. So in my view, looking at 60 countries that I have worked, the entire world, in fact, can be divided into two broad categories. There's one group of countries where they do pretty much what they say. There is another group of countries where the gap between what they say and what they do is huge. There is no prize for guessing which group of countries is developing faster. Countries where Kathni or Karni, the gap is less, are the ones which tend to develop faster. The both challenge leadership is how to reduce the gap between Kathni and Karni. What you say, you do, and what you do is what you say. And that is really the key to development. And I think that's good leaders practice that. They don't overpromise and they don't underdeliver. They deliver pretty much what they promise. That's a very good quality. And to me, that's the key to it. Now, in the remaining time, I want to focus on a few stories from my life. Right? Those 3 or 4 stories, and we will see how much time I have to cover these stories. My number one story is about how I started teaching at Harvard. Okay, you may wonder, I mean, I taught at Harvard in 1979 and I'm going to go to teach again. In June, July, I will be back again teaching. So all these years, more than 44 years or so, I've taught there. How come an Indian goes and teaches? That story has enormous leadership and other insights which you must know. So basically, I've gone to Boston University for my PhD. I was teaching at St. Stephen's College here in Delhi University. I've come back for economics. I taught here for 3 years, went to my PhD and senior fellow. So one day, my PhD advisor called us up and said, there were 15 of us. Nigerians, Americans, Canadians, Indians, Pakistanis. And he said, guys, this person, our professor, was from Harvard and was still teaching a course there. And he said that all of you, he said, first of all, that I'm going on sabbatical. And they have asked me, Harvard University, can you find somebody who can teach your course while you're gone? I know all of you are PhDs. Yes, teaching. You can all teach this course. But this time, I'm going to recommend the person who gets the best student teacher evaluation. The problem is on the evaluation that it will be only the best teacher amongst the 15 of you I will recommend. And so that's the first time I learned teaching. I mean, all 15 were like hyper-focused on teaching, what makes interesting teaching, how should we really make teaching the best that can be, so students can give us fabulous feedback. And so we learned, we talked, we went through all the trainings, everything. And after one semester, Professor Jones, my teacher, called all of us in the room and discussed some other things. And as a matter of fact, he looks at he had the record of teaching evaluations. He said, he looked at it, he said, it looks like Raja is ahead of everyone by the second decimal point. I guess it'll be Raja Trivedi who will teach. That's the end, and he went to talk to the lesson that I learned from there for leadership, he was a genuine leader. I mean, I could go on to Professor Jones, the world's authority on public sector management, etc. But I would restrain myself. He is a genuine leader. But the leadership qualities were as follows. For a true leader, you must know what success is like. He knew, he defined it clearly for us. It was not wishy-washy. He said, these are the criteria, teaching criteria, you know it, you will be evaluated on it. People are done. So you know this is what success is. So finding successes is very important. Don't say, let's do well. What is well? You know, in government, the problem is everyone defines well from his or her own point of view. And to run too fast, there's a no. It's a dash, it's a value. Jump high, there's a not high jump, it's a broad jump. Whatever you do, you change the goalpost. Finding the goalpost, Professor Jones very clearly said, you must have a good performance measurement evaluation system, otherwise everybody is good. Second, you must have good information system. The system was run well. We have the information, it's done by a third party, somebody comes, gives the forms, collects it, collates it, the results are completely transparent, there is no conflict of interest. Okay, so information. And then there is an incentive. He gave us the incentive and give you this teaching opportunity at Harvard University if you do well. So he didn't have to manage us. We self-managed. All you needed was tell them what to do, what the reward is, how I'm going to figure this out that you are really doing, and people do it. So I think good leaders create that kind of thing. They don't micromanage. Just tell you what the big price is, what the consequences are, and how I'm going to know what you're doing. And that's all. Micromanagers never go to it. They remain micromanagers. Okay? Leadership means inspire people to the goal. It's a true story, and after that, it was my own performance that I kept for all these years. So that was one. I can go on. Let me one last story with your permission. Because stories will be in my book at some point. One last story. This story is I was, as I said, I was teaching here at St. Stephen's College. 3 years, 74 to 77. I go to Boston, and the reason I went to Boston University, of all the universities in the US, was I was too poor to apply and have to pay the fees. The application fees was over $100 or something. It was against my principle to apply, pay $100 for application. Even LSE, I had gone on loan Tata. I was a Tata scholar. Tata had given me down very kindly, and that made it possible for me to LSE. But I decided I'll not go to America. I can't pay this kind of fee. And I certainly didn't want to appear on TOEFL, this test of English as a foreign language. When I did my master's from London Institute of Economics, I wanted to again test my English. That's a requirement. You don't trust. It's okay. Finally, somebody, I'll not name, gave me a university, Boston University, which, cut a long story short, waived all these requirements. They said no GMAT, no TOEFL. And then, as it happens, when some get something very easily, I said, no, I can't come. Now what? I said, look, what you're giving is not enough. I live in a hot country, warm country. I don't have cold clothes. And close to the Boston kind of weather. So I'm not, this diet is not enough. Believe it or not, they gave me good stipend. Said, oh, like you come and buy your bloody clothes from there. So ultimately, everything was, and I didn't go September onwards. I went in January. Reluctantly, I went there. The minute I landed there, Boston University, there were people from all over the world, especially you get along with Pakistanis very well, and many of my friends, they say, look, you're from Karachi. It's okay for us to be in Boston University. You are from LSE. You should have thought of Harvard. Why are you here in Boston University? So, as a young person trying to do well, I applied to Harvard. After reaching there, knows no boundaries. Right? So I applied to Harvard. And I didn't realize it's a small community. My professors, the chairman of my department, you the chairman of my department, he is in fact was from Harvard. So the other guy called him, my chairman, and said, you know, this training has applied. What have you done to him? He has been here for 3 months and he's applied for a change to Harvard. My chairman at Boston University called me. He said, you know, we hear that you're applying to Harvard. What's your problem? We've done everything. No achievement, given you no money, agreed to let you in January when you should have come in September. We have agreed to everything. Now what? I, like a sheepish person, said, look, sir, I'm trying to do the best for myself. And I think ultimately I want to work here. Harvard will be good for me. And my colleagues are saying I can make it. So I love this place, but I'm trying to improve my condition. That's all I'm trying to do. So I didn't mean to annoy you. It sets me down and gave me my life's most useful economic lesson, which I want to share at the end of this session, otherwise it go on long. As I said, he himself was an economist, chairman of the economics department. I'm an economist. He said, you know, you're right. When you go to Harvard, you may have demand. And you are also right that what you're doing in Boston University was a very unique thing. It was the only program in the whole of America on efficiency and performance of public sector. The only person, I was the first PhD in that area. He said, but you know, you're right. There may not be much demand for what you're doing. The public sector, efficiency, performance. It's not the mainstream. He granted that. But he said, you're an economist. You should not look at demand or supply. You should look at them together. What matters to you as an economist is what will be your price after you graduate, not whether demand is high or supply. It's the price, it's the interaction of demand and supply. When the demand is high, the supply also at Harvard is very high. There will also people like you graduating. You will be teaching in Arizona somewhere as a tenured professor all your life. But here, when you graduate, granted that demand is less, but the supply is zero. You're the first one. The first one. And so your price will be all right. Don't worry about demand supply, worry about your price. And guess what? He persuaded me, of course, I was young and chairman sitting there. My game was over, what I was doing. So I, of course, agreed to my PhD at Boston University. This is Professor Gustav Bamanet, who was absolutely right. After graduating from there, within a few years, by 87, I was the chair professor, the youngest chair professor at IIM Calcutta. The chair professor, tenured chair at IIM Calcutta in 1987. Correct? I was barely 35 years old. That's a whole other story. But the reason is because my PhD was so unique that IIM Calcutta had no choice but to hire me because they created a chair in public sector management, and mine was the only PhD in that area. There were others, finance, etc. Not hardcore. The only guy I got that. So, lesson of life: don't look at demand and just go there. So the supply is also there. What you should be looking at is the price. So as Mr. Sachdeva said, there will be very few people with your unique skill set. The supply will be very limited. So I wish you all the best. That your price will be as high.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking time out of the busy schedule to fulfill our gratuity plan. Those were some really motivating words, and I am sure everyone must be very ready to the nation now.
We would now like to call upon Divya, Arushi, Apurva, Ashutosh, Parikshit, and Lalita from the upcoming batch for a special dance showcasing the journey of our graduating students. To this performance, we would like to take you on a journey that captures the essence of what it means to be a student, from the first day of college to the victories celebrated. Enjoy the performance.
The program.
व्यक्ति को कहना है मुझे अभी नौकरी पहुंचे कृपया प्रतीक करें या कुछ समय बात करें।
अरे ब्रो और उससे भी खत्म नहीं उठाएगा तेरा फोन। तेरा यार और उसके बाद सच्चा यार उसके बाद सारा संसार
जहाँ पे चले जाऊंगा तो बताऊं नहीं फिर जाना है कि नहीं बात करना है अवार्ड मिलेगा तो आगे करोगे ना हमारा क्लेम कोई दिक्कत नहीं लाइट नहीं जाती हाँ नहीं आगे कर लेंगे उसके दिन आगे 32 तो हो जाएगा
Hello. Thank you.
आवाज नहीं आ रहा है लेकिन अनीता है आवाज पता नहीं कहाँ से आया रे एकदम कम ये देख। गाना गाने बच्चे
आवाज तो फूल है कैसे हो गए
पास तो आते मैंने ध्यान में नहीं क्या है वो सर की बेटी को देख
सबसे एक भी फूल है
आवाज एकदम कम है सर निकाल कर
वो आवाज कम नहीं है मैडम वो यहाँ से आप जो कर देना यहाँ से कहीं एक जगह ऐसे करते हैं वो बंद हो गया है आवाज
मेरे में तो आवाज फूल
है वहाँ है
वहाँ कम
सर ये वाला बोल रहे हो ना ये तो फूल है
बढ़ रहा है नहीं अब नहीं मैडम अभी ये छुट्टी इंतजार कर रहा था
ऐसा
हाँ जाला है
अलगा अलगा घाटिया के पास जाइएगा बच्चा ऑपरेशन
कल एक परसों अभी नहीं है
ये तो अभी स्टार्ट हुआ है
स्टार्ट हुआ वो घर बच्चे 14 की जाऊँ मैं नहीं वो तो एक को आएगी उसकी मम्मी को छोड़ने जाऊंगे 14 को फिर वो रहेगी वहीं 1.5 वहाँ प्रिंसिपल बोल रही थी नहीं मिलेगा मैं तो उसको बोल देना करवा के ले आएगा आज पेपर में एक चीज पढ़ा हूँ 2 स्कूल निजी नहीं 2 स्कूल गवर्नमेंट उसको टेक ओवर नहीं कर रही मरम्मत करने बरसाती पहले वो भी है चावरे सर एक दिन रायपुर जाना है चावरे
The chairman and managing director of Nestle India, a leading food and beverage company in India. He has been associated with Nestle for over 3 decades and has held various leadership positions in the company's operations across Asia, Africa, and Europe.
Sri Narayan started his career with Hindustan Unilever Limited and later joined Nestle in 1999
फोन
as
किया
the
था मेरे को,
Executive Vice President for Sales.
आपका छोटा
He
लड़का
has also served as the Chairman
बड़ा है
and
क्या?
CEO of Nestle
मैंने फोन
Philippines
किया था।
and Managing Director of Nestle Singapore.
In his current role as chairman and
तो
MD of Nestle,
वो बोले
Narayan has been
सर गवर्नमेंट से
instrumental
कुछ नहीं,
in
मतलब
driving the
गवर्नमेंट से हम
growth
लोगों को
of
कुछ
the
नहीं मिलता है,
company's business in
सिर्फ
India.
सैलरी भर मिलती
He has focused on introducing new products, expanding
है।
distribution
तो
network,
बैग को
and
बना के दे
building
दो
a
सर, मैं
strong
तो
brand
दूंगा
presence
उसको
in
बना
the
के।
country.
अब क्या है, कल फ्री रहूंगा,
Nestle
कल लेटर
India
बनाऊंगा,
has achieved
बन जाएगा,
significant
उसके बाद
growth
एक दिन बुलाऊंगा आप लोगों
as
को,
one of the most
चलो जाएंगे
admired
सुबह 9 बजे
companies
करके,
in the food and
देख के आ
beverage
जाएंगे।
industries in India. Ladies and gentlemen, it
है
is my pleasure to invite Sri
अभी
Suresh
बना देता
Narayan
हूँ।
on the stage, who will be sharing his valuable thoughts with us
हाँ
today.
ठीक है।
Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause.
तो कल फोन किए थे मेरे को, हाँ ठीक है ना, लेकिन मैं भी बना देता हूँ, फिर हीरा फेयर करते करते। कागज है कि मैडम?
All the staff and students of soil management and also the graduating class and to the parents. Today is a day when it's meant to be your day. You get more done than you can. Purpose because it is your life that you have and you have to lead it your way. Professor Trivedi, experience from his life, very distinguished career as an economist and mechanic. I have been spending most of my life selling
नहीं वो सब करेंगे, लेकिन मैं
It's very different world.
उनका जब समय
And
होगा
I
तब
thought that the thoughts that
काम भी मेरा बचा
for the institution, which is to have a
नहीं तो
holistic
सर नहीं खाया है, बस हमें पी लगा
platform between the hardware and the
कल तो मेरे
software.
को ध्यान भी नहीं आया उसके, देखिए मैं 3 बार फोन लगाएंगे।
Traditions. I thought I would use this platform to extend the movements. We share with you a few principles that I feel
सुबह से पैसे ही बांट
and you also hear of my opinion one of the greatest philosopher poets of this country. 700 years ago was he said.
जवाब ही नहीं दे रहा है,
Was not only
लगता बाहर वहां
relevant
ना
to his time, which every recognition today is probably more relevant. As a
बता लिखा हूँ।
approach, greater stress, greater competition, greater
ऑनलाइन कितना है?
more business.
मेरे को 4000 चाहिए, अभी 5 पूरा
So I leave you with some principles. Because honestly,
अच्छा हो, मैं तेरे फोन के जरिए भेज दे। हाँ
your
हाँ
life
पता है ना
will
सबको।
depend upon
मैडम
parents, your teachers, have given you the best that they could. But now it is like taking the horse to the water. आप
तो
लोग
सर
अच्छे
फोन पे
घोड़े
चलाती क्या UPI आईडी
पानी
क्या है?
पीने के लिए पिएंगे।
गूगल चलाती है क्या? नाम बताओ मेरे को।
So the first principle is to have a purpose in your life.
सर लोग बोला
What
नहीं
is
हो
it
पाना
that you
यहाँ।
want to do? What is it that you want to become? And that is not a position, that is a person. Kabir said this beautifully. He said, बड़ा हुआ तो क्या हुआ, जैसे पेड़ गिरे, पंछी को छाया नहीं, पिला दिया। What is the point of being like a great palm tree, tall, and nobody is capable of getting shade under it, not into it. Your life should be tall. Your life should be one where someone gets positive impact. Some difference happens in your life. And makes a difference not only to you, your family, but also to people around you. So it's important to keep this principle in mind. The second principle I would use is courage, and also expressing whatever you have to express in the most polite manner. This is a world of harsh words. And in this world of harsh words, there are few people who use decent, soft words. And I believe that wars are won not by the harsh words of arrogance, but by the sweet words of diplomacy. And Kabir said this beautifully. He said, "Aisi bani boliye, man ka aapa kore, aur ko sheetal kare, aap ko sheetal." Speak in a language, speak in a tone, speak in words that not only make the listener peaceful and happy, but the person who is God to the person who is. You will realize this in your life as you go by. You will have stressful moments, and your generation is going to have far more stresses than what Mr. Sachdev or Professor Trivedi or what I have had. We've all lived more than half our lives. You are just beginning your life. Therefore, you are going to be having to face and combat stressful situations in a far more divisive world than what we have seen. Our generation has seen some division, but we haven't seen precipitation the way it is happening today across the world. There is war, there is recession, there is conflict, there are different forces, there is chat GPT, and there is AI, and there is machine learning, and you don't know that you're going to have your job or not. Right? My time, there was no chat GPT. The chat was chatting with each other. There was nothing called Facebook likes. It was face-to-face likes or dislikes. That is your generation. Of course, you moved on to Instagram and Twitter and various other things. And you're not the Facebook generation. But your life is determined more by the Facebook likes than the face-to-face dislikes. You don't like to communicate. And that is what I would urge you to get back to some of the things that is important to be a human. And to be a human means to communicate, to talk, to emote, to cry, to laugh. Not to put likes and dislikes and make your life around emojis. I think there has to be more to life. The third principle in life is take as much as you give. Seek contentment in whatever you have. Kabir said this beautiful. He says, "Sani itna dijiye, jaame dukh samaye, main bhi bhuka na rahun, sadhu na bhuka jaye." Oh Lord, give me enough for me and my family. And the sadhu, the holy man, also doesn't want it. I know that this is the age where you seek, where you want. You start with a small car, make a big car, and then you have a super sedan, and then you have a private jet, and then you have a Ferrari, and then you have a Lamborghini. I don't know where you could drive it to the streets of Gurgaon, but nevertheless, you want to have that. And you would like to have villas, and you'd like to have the best of jewelry, and you'd like to dabble in all the fashion houses that there are in this world, half of whom are unpronounceable. And yet, my young friends, there is a word of philosophy coming from an old man. You come into this life with nothing, you go out with nothing. Nothing. You will not have anything to carry. So all your Gucci bags and all your Ferraris and Lamborghinis will be left behind in the garages for your children and for your grandchildren to dispose or to fight over. That's the latest trend. Fighting over properties of the rich. So seek contentment in your life. It's more important in life to have happiness. We've all had measures of success. Now you come and tell me that you are the chairman of a company. Isn't that successful? I would say that for me, it is an example of happiness. That I can do good for as many people and to nurture a young generation is more important than whether I'm called a chairman or managing director or indeed anything else. Because this too will come and this too shall pass. It is here today, gone tomorrow. I'll retire one day. And when I retire, I'll be a former chairman. And nobody comes in and gives accolades to former chairman. They say, you've done your bit, you've done your time, and you're gone. So always have the spirit of taking and also giving back. And living your life in plentiful. Time for yourself, time for your families. Develop and cultivate hobbies and never come back in life at a later stage and regret not having spent time with your family. Attend your son or your daughter's or your children's graduation ceremonies. Attend their PTA meetings. Attend their dance classes. Sit with them on their homework. Learn along with them. Laugh along with them. Eat along with them. Because ultimately in your life, the only people who stand by you are your own. In my dictionary, out of 10 friends I have, 7 friends are what I call deal friends. You deal with them. There's a transaction, something is being given and something is being taken. There are only 3 friends. That will be the friends of what are called useless friends. That is, इनसे कोई काम नहीं है, मतलब नहीं. लेकिन इनसे इतनी मोहब्बत है कि इनके बिना आप जी नहीं सकते. You have nothing to give, nothing to take. It's just that bond and affection. These are the 3 friends who will walk with you when you're 80 years old, who will have a drink with you and talk of reminisce 1950s and 60s. But you will all be wondering, what have I achieved and what have I done? You'll have some embarrassing moment of yours in your childhood recounted by one of those 3 friends to your granddaughter, saying, "Do you remember your Dadaji doing this at some stage in his life?" Those are the moments that you will forget. One of the other bits that I would urge you is to be humble. Humility is a virtue. When you are humble, 2 things happen. You become more accessible. People come and talk to you. People share with you. And in humility, you also hear what you do not know. The Dalai Lama talked about silence. He said, when you speak, you repeat what you know. When you listen, you hear what you know not. And in that, develop the spirit of humility. Kabir said this beautifully in his famous dua of this. Suraj dekhan main chala, prana liya koi, jo dil khoja, insa hua. You are great. You are a superhuman. Professor Trivedi talked about men like Alexander. And it is reputed that Alexander lost his life in his 30s. And history has it that he had his palms open when he was taken to his grave. I come with nothing, I go with nothing. All the lands that he had conquered from across the world amounted to nothing. Keep humility as part of the virtue. The last point, seek, discover, learn. Don't just stop after the spoiled degree and say your learning is over. I know you have to constantly work, you have to constantly build your credibility, and 10 years from now, nobody will ask you where you got your degree from. Whether it was from Harvard University or from IIM or from Soil or from some other institution. People will look at you and say, can I trust this man or this woman? And that trust will happen only when you have sought and learned at the fountain of experience and knowledge. Kabir said this beautifully. He said, "Jin dundar in paniya, gehre pani baithe." मैं बूढ़ी डूबर डरी नदी किनारे गई. The one who seeks out, plunges into the ocean, finds the pearl. The booty डूबर डरी किनारे बैठती है, कुछ नहीं पूछती. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Seek the opportunity. Ultimately, that will bring you great joy, great happiness. I hope these principles are useful. These are perspectives. My objective is not to come here and give you a sermon, because you will lead life your way. But pause and think of the last doha of the week. जब मैं था अब हरि नहीं, अब हरि है मैं नहीं. सब अंधियारा मिट गया जब दीपक तेरी आई. जब मैं था, अहंकार था, तब हरि भगवान नहीं था. अब हरि है मैं नहीं. There is spirituality in me, there is contentment in me, and the mama arrogance is not there. So I have discovered my life when I have seen the deepak in my life. Discover, my young friends, deepak in your heart, because you will be enlightened for all your life. Heartiest congratulations to each one of you on your achievement. As an elder, I can only give you my best wishes and my blessings as you go out into life to seek new pastures, new platforms. To your parents, my feeling of deep gratitude as a parent myself. There is no greater joy than to see your offspring do well in life. No other joy in life is as big as seeing your children thrive. Today, as you see your children on the threshold of their lives, you too will give them the blessings that you have. And finally, to the teachers, it is you who have molded these students to make them what they have become. You have a role in it. Yet you have a responsibility to keep an overseeing eye as best as you can to see how these young people are shaping their lives. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable thoughts.
I request Mr. Suresh Narayan, sir, please be back on the stage. I also request Professor Prajapati Trivedi, sir, Anand, sir, and Dr. Das, please raise the stage for distribution of program completion certificates to the class of 2023 batch.
आगे चले आप. ठीक है.
Now here comes the most awaited moment of the day. We will first be felicitating the students from the analytics cohort. Abhijit Vikram Singh. Kishore Dagar.
ഇല്ല കഴിഞ്ഞില്ല ഇപ്പൊ വരും.
I will not yes, Nadoria. Michael Johan. Oscar Anand.
शिफ्ट करवा दो हाँ शिफ्ट किधर
Bhuvanesh Veena. Dinesh Kumar Bhatia. Pramod Lokhande. Shitesh Mathur. Lokeshwar Raj.
वाह
Manan Gupta. Manjula Devi S. Nandita Ghosh. Narayan Singh. Prakashita Mishra. Pranjal. Priyanka Sanjay Mandhari. G. Rahul Vishnu. Ready. Rhythm Govind Gaikwad. Satyam Pradhan. Saurabh S. Khopade. Chavan Shashikant Namde. Vivek Rana. Manish Rawat. Congratulations to the entire athletics cohort who was Thank you, Dr.
We would now like to invite Dr. Neetika Batra ma'am to facilitate the students from the finance cohort. Harshita Agarwal. Himanshi Kaseva. Harshita Taranga. Kashish Govila. Rahul Jala. Sahib Jain. Shashwat Ghosh. Snigdha Dikshant. Tanu Hunt. Punya Udesh. Ved Prakash. Vijay Khanna. Yana Chhabra. And Yashraj Tripathi. Congratulations everyone on your success. Overcoming 12 tremendously challenging months. Look out for one another in the future and all the best. Thank you, ma'am. We would now like to invite Professor A. Bhattacharya sir to felicitate the students from the marketing cohort. Akash Singh. Abhijit Kumar. Amandeep.
Hello. Lila.
Ishika Gupta.
ഒറ്റപ്പിള്ളാർക്ക് സ്ലീവ് ഇല്ല സ്ലീവ്ലെസ്
Dinesh Premdas. Renal Kaur. Madam Arya. Prashant Pahuja. Rajarishi Day. Ravi Teja Kotanda. Rishabh Chauhan. Rituraj. Sahil Ahuja. Santosh Kumar. Sharif Arshad Hussain Sayyed. सौभाग्य पर सुशील सुलराम पाल
അവളുടെ വന്നപ്പോ അത് കേട്ടില്ല
And now please talk Bali. Congratulations to the marketing class of 2023.
Now, we'd like to call upon Professor Arja Chakrabarti to felicitate the students from the PGP Human Resources cohort. Aditya Prasad Bhattacharya. Akshay Chabra. Devam Acharya.
Hello. Kandu.
Behek Malhotra.
അവളുടെ സ്ഥലം വന്നപ്പോ പേര് കേട്ടില്ല. നോക്കാം.
Behek Geet Kaur. Nikhil Dogra. Century Bhattacharya.
ചിലവർക്ക് പേര് കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല.
Sumit Kumar. Vandana Agarwal. Vineet Matthew. Six. Hemant Kumar. Congratulations to the HR class of 2023. For a rewarding and successful career ahead. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'am. Now, our batchmates, Saurabh and Amigya, will be taking you ahead with the program. Thank you.
We're now going to honor students with special awards. And these special awards are really very, very special because I'd like to share something about each award when the students announce it.
Thank you, Shreya and Krishna. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are spending an excellent time.
The only way to survive eternity is to be able to appreciate each moment.
I am Saurabh Thakkar. We are delighted to welcome you all and to see the achievements of the unifiers who fall deep in order to stand tall.
Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to felicitate the students for their special achievement. These honors serve as a testament to your hard work through the last year.
Let's start with first award ceremony. Late Professor Saji Nair, a brilliant professor from IIM Lucknow, was an outstanding visiting faculty at SOIL, teaching the course on B2B marketing. We lost him to cancer a few years back. The award is given to the student who scores the highest scores in B2B marketing. The winner of this award is Sri Lakshmi.
Okay. Sri Lakshmi ki the award. The award. Best student.
Excuse Commissioner answer to give this award. Congratulations, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you so much.
Save Award. This award has been constituted in the Mr. Our leader at Maruti Suzuki plant, Manesar, who tragically lost his life in the unfortunate violence during the workers' unrest in the Maruti Suzuki plant at Manesar in 2012. Maruti Suzuki is an important consortium member of SOIL. The incident brought to fore the dire need to teach transformational industrial relations to the new generation of HR leaders to drive the environment. The award is given to the students who started the course on transformation IR. I would like to invite.
One minute, before you announce the award. I'll never forget, Suparna, the day when Avnish talked to me in the Japanese hostel. I was doing a program for the senior leaders of Maruti. And he came from the next room to me and said, Anil, I want to talk to you because something that is developing in our plant. And as you know, we were involved with Maruti at that time. And he told me, I want to talk to you because something is not right. And I said to him, Avnish, I'm going to Jamshedpur. And I'll be back tomorrow night because we are doing some work with Tata Steel. When I reached Tata Steel and I was with the management team of Tata Steel, we were all in their Dimna Lake. The news came about the tragic loss of Avnish. So I just told God that I wish I had this chance to talk to him because for reasons that I don't want to talk about here, I think he really was trying to reach out at that moment for some counsel. But you know, just the intensity of who Avnish is, and I've known him from much earlier before Maruti. The kind of leader he was, till the very last moment, he was making an honest effort to make a bridge between the students and the unions, all the young people who were trying to, the new labor force, and he really considered them as his own, you know, the young people, the way he was trying to bring reason to them. So I think this award, when we set up the Manesar campus, is our vision to convert Manesar into a place of harmony. And I hope that in his memory, this dream will come true. And Manasa will become well known for the harmony between industry and all the stakeholders. So that's what I just wanted to say. Thank you. Now you can announce.
I would like to invite Mrs. Suparna Prasad, wife of late Mr. Avnish Dev, to please come on the stage. Is Saika Ghosh.
Quickly, award winners come and sit in the front. If they don't know, okay. Suparna works with the Ministry of Defense, and we are truly grateful that she comes every year and helps us to celebrate the life of her husband. So thank you for doing that.
Please say a few words.
Yes.
Thank you, Team Soil, for honoring Avnish's memory in such a nice way. See, it's more than 10 years since that horrific incident. And the pain and trauma of losing your loved one in that way, it never goes away. But I also learned something in these last 10 years, that if you take actions in anger, then it can have devastating consequences. What happened on that day on 18th July, many people do not know about it. On that day, a supervisor slapped a worker. Everyone got angry. Either the supervisor was stressed, or the worker was angry, something happened at his workplace or at home. So the management got angry and the workers were angry. Everyone got angry. And the consequences of anger for all to see. On that day, a precious life was lost. 546 people lost their jobs. And 13 people got life imprisonment. I don't blame the workers. What I'm saying is, if you take action, anger, anything would come. In such situations, it is better to walk away. Keep peace, and then maybe you can fight another day. You can negotiate another day. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations.
Next, we have Professor V.S. Mahesh Memorial Award. Professor V.S. Mahesh, who founded the Center for Service Management in the School of Business at Buckingham, was its director from 1993 until 2009, was Mr. Anil Sachdev's first boss at Tata Motors. He headed the HR function of the Taj Hotel and created a huge impact in building the culture that all of us are proud of. He was a visiting faculty member at SOIL, teaching the course on service excellence. This award is given to the most outstanding research assistant of SOIL.
Yeah, 1 minute. Hem Mahesh, are you there online? Mrs. Hem Mahesh. So Hem, would you like to say something? You are in Chennai. Go ahead, Hem.
Yeah, hello.
Please
Hello.
share what you have moved to share him about Mahi and about this occasion.
Yeah, thank you, Anil, as always. Thank you to you and to...
You may have to unmute yourself.
I did. Can you not hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
can hear you. Yeah.
Somebody can hear
You
me.
have to unmute her. The host
I
can
did.
also unmute her.
So she is unmuted, Anil, she is unmuted. I can hear her. Anil, she is already unmuted. I can hear her.
Okay, Hen, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me now, Anil? Yeah.
Are you on the mute?
No, I'm not.
I can hear her.
Are you?
I don't know what's going on. I'm not on mute.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Please speak up. Please
Okay.
raise the volume there.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, super. Thank you as always. Thank you very much. Greetings to all of you. Oh, the video went now. Greetings to all of you, the graduates whose big day it is today, and all the dignitaries and Anil and all your colleagues and the parents and everyone in the audience. Yeah, just a few words Arjia asked me to say as my husband's perspective on the thing. Just wanted to say, we all believe we are searchers and researchers in this Google age, but there is a problem of semantics here in the soil context, because search as a profound quest and research at a much deeper level is what all you students would have learned at soil. As you would also know, there is more to research than merely skimming and surfing. Other than the nuts and bolts elements of research, that is to say, data gathering and analysis and pattern recognition or whatever, it also calls for a creative and curious mind, capable of critical thinking and is able to pursue the goal with focus, concerted efforts to pursue excellence with focus. All of this was, I may add, my husband, V.S. Mahesh, tried to inculcate in his students. And all of them had to do an assignment in different companies as part of their master's program. So research was an integral and important component of the master's program itself. And so research was a living, practical reality and not just theoretical understanding. So I'm extremely happy and deeply touched that the Best Research Assistant Award has been instituted by SOIL in his name. This year has the award has not been announced. Shall I go ahead and announce it?
Please go ahead and announce it.
Okay. This year's award goes to Mr. Rakesh Kumar, whose work has been in the Social Innovation Program. And I'm sure with his close association or working closely with Professor Ajya Chakrabarti and through his interaction with the NGOs that he had to coordinate with, he would have gained invaluable insights, which would stand him in good stead. And I wish you, Rakesh, all the best and hearty congratulations. Thank you. Thank you once again, Soil and Anil.
Meera is the audience. And I fondly remember the way you and Mahi welcomed us soon after our wedding and we came into the family. And we'll never forget also the day we were sitting at Vaishali in Pune eating masala dosa. And you and Mahesh walked in and Mahesh in an inimitable voice said, Anil, what are you planning to do? And I was here going for my final interview with the FMCG company. He said, you're not going to spend the rest of your life selling soap. You're going to join me in Tata Motors and you're going to help me to build the finest automobile company in this part of the world. And rest is history, of course. So, him, lots of love to you and thank you for who you are and what you did and brought to so many of us in our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Anil.
Next, we have the Social Innovation Program Best NGO Award. This award is given to the NGO partner, which has inspired students to give a journey in the Social Innovation Program. We now invite the members of CAPIT NGO to please join us on stage.
As I say to our students, our colleagues from the social innovation, our partners, they do us a huge favor by allowing our students to serve them. In the words of Swami Chinmayananda, the rewards for seva is more seva. And I think you give us the platform for us to express the highest in us. So thank you very much for doing that.
NGO for this sector.
Yeah, the students can also be, they will be coming also. Come on, the students who are working in this NGO. She wants a picture. Quickly, quickly. Please. Arja, the professor in charge of social innovation, please. You're required on stage. Thank you. Yeah.
Ma'am, we would request you to please share some words with us.
Good afternoon. To begin with, many congratulations to all of you for successfully completing your course. I can imagine how hard that must have been with doing your SIP and studying and all of it. And my wish for you today is that you keep your student spirit alive and you are open to learning and reinventing yourself as many times as is needed given the current work culture. And that you don't lose hope and you don't feel defeated at any time in your life. And I'm sure Soil has done a good job of building that inner strength, right? In fact, it's the only organization I know that works at building inner strength, as opposed to telling you what to do. So I'm sure all of you will be wonderful going out. And about the award, much gratitude for recognizing our mentorship. It's one of the pillars of the work we do. We are a community outreach organization. We work with the community. And we usually that's what we do, is pick up people from the community and then build them into part of our organization as well. And to be able to mentor and to be recognized for the mentorship, thank you so much. So I have to say my colleague Matangi was their spark, and she's the one who actually mentored them through all these weeks and this year. And she's not with us today. So the award is for her and it is for the mentees because it could not have been successful without them being who they were, and for the team. Arja ma'am and everybody involved in creating this program. It's done beautifully. All of you have put in so much effort. So, I mean, we are just reaping benefits of everybody's hard work. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Moving on to HDS Malhotra Award.
Come on, Belaji, please come. And before you say anything about this award, as I mentioned earlier, Belaji, come. Rani, you want to come? Neera, please come with Mrs. Malhotra. Please come and stand next to me. Belaji, so nice to have you there. Mr. HDS Malhotra was a phenomenon. Not only was he the most loved leader of Aisha, I think all of us became better human beings because of his presence. I literally mean that. He was a person who was always going out of the way to give. And Belaji was with him the most giving couple that we know in our lives. You know, that's why I wanted my wife Neera to come and stand next to her, because the amount of love we have received from Belaji and Mr. Malhotra is something very special. He was a person of short stature, but the highest stature physically possible. Physically, he was the shortest amongst us, but spiritually, he was a giant. And I think that is the leader he was. The endless service he did till his last day to everybody was so special. And I think the unique Aisha culture was built thanks to, I would say, even the founder of Aisha, Vikram, learned a lot from Mr. Malhotra. And so I just want to say that, you know, I don't know what to say, but to say we love you very much and we are so grateful you are here to about these people. So thank you.
HDS Malhotra, former chairman of Aisha Group, head of Good Earth Foundation, was the moving spirit behind the Good Earth Foundation and the Aisha schools at Alwar, Parvanu, and Faridabad. He was an exceptional role model who had a big role to play in shaping the values and culture of unique Aisha Group of companies. The award is given to the student team, which has displayed greatest commitment towards the NGO they have worked with as a part of the Social Innovation Program of Soil. Under this program, students work with the team towards the cause of their choice every Wednesday for 16 weeks through the 1 year at Soil. The winner of this award is National Thalassemia Welfare Society. Prashant Ahuja.
Yeah. For every student, you get a trophy, so. Thank you. Belaji, would you like to say something?
I can only say wish you all the best and you and professors here who you down and do hard work. So this is all what can I do. And I'm grateful to Anil and Meera. So good every year they remember HPS. And we like us. He always used to say HPS is the money. And he proved it. I think it's better than any son. God bless you. And God bless you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Please.
Thank you very much. First of all, I like to thank for giving us the HPS Local Award. I think this grant goes to Professor Anil Sateva and Professor Dikshant. Ajay Chakravarti and Bhattacharya. See, they have involved us since beginning. I think I have seen that this is the only institute where the students are encouraged to work with the society, with the socially deprived persons. And I think this is the only institute where you learn that how you have to deal with the society. I think what I expect from you people is don't leave just within the institute itself. When you go to your workplace or you go to different management companies, at least follow these ideas over there so that you can there also you can help them. And since thalassemia was one area which was unknown in the public, and they have given us the opportunity to spread the word, and this team has worked a lot for the preparation and spreading awareness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir and ma'am.
Next, we have the Student Club Award. Soil believes in students. Thus, developing communities and leaders. Various student clubs and committees are with students taking charge to help enhance the experience. The Student Club Award is given to the club which has the most headroom for student learning. The winner Congratulations, Nandita. Congratulations, Dikshant.
President Club, core members can be happy on the stage for a picture. And Mitesh, I would like to thank you as a council member. You supported a lot for completion of our activities. Please, members, please.
Next, we have Sudha Anling Musical Intelligence Award. Late Srimati Sudha Anling was the wife of our founding board member Sri Yogesh Anling, an extremely compassionate and thoughtful partner of UKSG. She made it a point to accompany the students every year to our annual learning retreat at Sipari. She particularly identified with soil vision of honoring multiple intelligences and especially encouraged students with musical talent because of her own higher education in classical music. We lost her to destiny a few years back. This award is given to the student who displays the best musical intelligence during the year. The winner of this award is Akshay Chabra. Congratulations, Akshay.
Got your guitar today, Akshay.
Varun, Current Award of the Year. Sharon, Priya, and Varun, all SOIL alumni, faced extraordinary personal challenges during their tenure at SOIL and showed amazing courage to emerge as role models. Their exemplary courage has inspired many young minds at SOIL to and Varun, this student who faced significant challenges in her personal life before or after joining SOIL inspired herself to overcome them and emerge victorious as a role model for others. The winner of this award is Dikshant. Congratulations, Snigdha.
Snigdha, you want to say something?
I wish that nobody gets the chance to show that kind of courage in their life. Recently, I lost my father, so tough phase of life. But yes, the entire SOIL family, Anil sir, Vijaya ma'am, and Nitika ma'am, they have been supporting me professionally and personally, and all the unifiers, they have really unified me. They've helped me to keep my thoughts together during this toughest phase. So this award is for you all. Thank you so much for supporting me.
Sharon, the first name in that award, was one of our best students. And she graduated with flying colors. She got placed with Mahindra, but unfortunately, she succumbed to cancer. When she joined, she already had recovered from cancer and said, I'm coming to you because I've heard about SOIL. It is going to give me a new beginning in life. But unfortunately, we lost her soon after she graduated. And her father, I went to attend her last rites in Mumbai. And her father in the church read out a very moving letter from Sharon, and she wrote, said, my fellow beings in SOIL, I want you to listen. That the highest in you is love for God. And then the highest for you after that is love for your work and love for your family. I hope you will experience the highest in you, she wrote in her last letter. the evening before she succumbed, she wrote a letter for everybody in soil. And so I just want us to all remember that the love for God, love for worship, for work, and love for your family are extraordinary qualities that Sharon wanted us to remember as we institute this award in our family. And the other two students, one of them, Varun, got cancer while studying, but he would go to hospital here for his chemotherapy. And he said, Anil sir, I don't want any special leave for my class. Within 4 hours of chemotherapy, he was coming to his classes. And he again did exceedingly well. He got married to another soil alum. So there we are. So, that's why this award is given in the name of these wonderful people. Thank you.
Is a graduate in mathematics and postgraduate from IIM Ahmedabad. He had extensive experience in the field of brand building and many achievements too. He was the chairman of Publicis Capital, served in various capacities over a 13-year span at various branches. Have served the executive committee of Advertising Agencies Association of India, Mumbai. He was a visiting faculty teaching advertising and brand management with exceptional student feedback.
This award is given to the student who scores the highest in the course on advertising and brand management.
That's right. I want to say something about Prasad. He is one of our, my mother called him the 5th son in our family, my 5th brother. We have 4 brothers and Prasad was the 5th. He was the person who co-founded Capital Advertising along with my younger brother. Both of them were colleagues and directors of Rediffusion, and they chose to set up their own firm called Capital Advertising. And Prasad and Sunil, my younger brother, they bought apartments in the same building in Gurgaon. They used to live one above the other. And Rani and Devika, my bhabi, they were the best friends. And Prasad and Rani have been part of our lives right through. I know Suresh knows them as well. So amazing. Rani, are you online? Is Rani there? Online?
I'm here.
Rani Subramaniam?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Rani Subramaniam, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, there you are. Rani, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I can.
Yeah, we need to listen to her. Yeah. Rani, look forward to your saying a few words.
Yeah. I would like first to congratulate all the students who, graduated this year with such flying colors, and also the special awarded students. I want to also thank the soil leadership and all of you for this meaningful and thoughtful award that honors Prasad's soul, spirit, and ways of being. Prasad, as many of you knew him, loved teaching the craft of advertising and branding. However, at the core, what he displayed value, his displayed value was mentoring others and opening pathways so they can shine in their own light and create their pathways in the world. As an ad man, husband, father, brother, son, friend, grandfather, and teacher, he brought this value alive through the art of storytelling. Storytelling to weave meaning, to connect, to inspire, and to discover. In his own unique, steadfast, and gentle manner, he did this through deep listening, to really wonder and be curious of the other's experience, not to just hear, but to listen, to believe in the potential of others, and not giving answers, but by being present so that the discovery of their unique potential can be made on their own. We as Prasad's family and friends want to thank you all again. And to the students, wish you a world ahead of discovery, deep listening, and storytelling to create meaning. Thank you, Anil. Thank you, Soil.
Prasad and Rani's daughter-in-law is also a soil alum, Preeti Ravi, who's now in Toronto. And she and her husband, they also run their own sort of thing. And so it's very nice to have a soil alum in that family as well. So thank you. Go ahead. The winner?
The winner of this award is Devi Prasad.
one of the most respected person in this field.
Congratulations. This award for the best newcomers who have worked tirelessly to manage the placement process throughout the year. I would request CMS team, Mohammed Salman sir, Prateek sir, and Bimla ma'am to join us. The winner of this award is Snigdha Dikshant.
Maybe Lal Singh.
Congratulations, everyone.
Moving on to role model of the batch. The academic scoring system and soil promotes collaborative learning. The role model of the batch award is given to the student who has received the highest number of role models and is also amongst the highest aggregate scorer in the batch. Let's begin cohort wise. The winner of this award from analytics is Manan Gupta. Congratulations, Manan. Moving on to the winner of this award from finance is Rahul Janan. Congratulations, Rahul. Yeah. The winner of this award from marketing is Sri Lakshmi. Congratulations, Sri Lakshmi. The winner of this award from PGB HR is Akshay Chhabra. Congratulations, Akshay.
Next, we have all-rounder award. This award who has not only remained in the job, but contributed actively in Congratulations, Harshita.
Last but not the least, we have KK Noria Inspire Leader of the Year. This is a Student's Choice Award.
Correction, Mr. and Mrs. Noria. Keval Noria, father of Nitin Noria, the first Indian to become the Dean of Harvard Business School. Also, the father of the very Mr. and Mrs. Noria's daughter, who is an amazing senior leader with Harvard Medical. and the whole family. Mrs. Noria unfortunately had cancer. I went to meet her a few days before her demise. And she was more telling Mr. Noria and others, have a little lunch. And when people were coming and telling her that they are sad that her sickness, she had few days left, she was telling them, oh, chalo movie dekhte hain jaakar. And she had such a positive attitude till the very last day. She was just taking care, just like Mr. Noria. I think the two of them symbolize that they feel that, they bring out the best in people. So this is an award for both Mr. and Mrs. Noria. I wanted you to please emphasize that. Sure. Go ahead.
This is a Student's Choice Award and is very special as it is dedicated to Mrs. and Mr. K.K. Noria, the founding chairman of SOIL. Dr. Noria, who held many board-level positions in the industry, including chairman and managing director of Crompton Graves, has groomed and developed many inspired leaders, including his own son, Dr. Nitin Noria, the first Indian to become the dean of the Harvard Business School. Mr. Noria strongly espouses the values of SOIL and continues to inspire us to deliver our best. Mrs. Noria was a compassionate leader whom the entire society looked up as a role model. She was not just a partner who enabled Mr. Noria's success, but also set standards in generosity and giving, and mentored many young and needy members of a society to realize their potential. The winner of this award has not only made all of us proud of his academic performance, extracurricular activities, discipline, but has also been an inspiration to fellow students. Students were able to give their best due to his or her inspiration. He or she has been a role model for excellence in embodying the SOIL values of mindfulness, compassion, ethics, and diversity and sustainability right through the year in all his actions. The winner of this award is Sri Lakshmi.
Third time she's come to take an award.
Congratulations, Sri Lakshmi.
Now, I would request Anil sir to please felicitate our chief guest, Suresh Narayanan sir.
I request Sahil Sachdeva, President SOIL, to felicitate the guest of honor, Prajapati sir.
Close. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. This year's year who considers the memories of the previous year in honor of the class of 2023 Unifiers batch. The vibrant journey of our seniors attributed to excellent experiences during the year has inspired us for our future endeavors. I take this opportunity to congratulate each one of you for completing an important milestone in your life, and I wish you all the success in your professional as well as personal life.
We would now like to invite Dr. Das and the students, Rakesh Kumar, Harshita Agarwal, Sahil Ahuja, Sahil Jain, Suvrita Sharma, Manan Gupta, Saurabh Khopade, and Shubhangi Sharma from Unifiers batch. This yearbook looked fantastic.
Unifiers have been blessed by soil. The whole lot of learning experiences have made them a better individual each day.
Now, we will play the video that portrays together an amazing experience.
After getting admission in soil,
There's nowhere else on earth I'd rather be. Here I am, it's just me and you. Tonight we make our dreams come true. It's a new world, it's a new start. It's alive with the beating of young hearts. It's a new day, it's a new plan. I've been waiting for you. Here I am. Here we are, we've just begun. And after all this time, our time has come. Yeah, here we are, still going strong. Right here in the place where we belong. Oh, it's a new world, it's a new start. It's alive with the beating of young hearts. It's a new day, it's a new plan. I've been waiting for you. Here I am. Here I am, this is me. There's nowhere else on earth I'd rather be. Here I am, it's just me and you. Tonight we make our dreams come true. Oh, it's a new world, it's a new start. It's alive with the beating of young hearts. It's a new day, it's a new plan. I've been waiting for you. Oh, it's a new world, it's a new start. It's here I am. Here I am. Right next to you. And suddenly the world is all brand new. Here I am. Here I am. I'm gonna stay.
Wonderful. I request them to share their experience at soil.
Dear fellow unifiers, as the batch representative for the year that has just passed, I feel incredibly grateful to be standing before you today on this momentum occasion of our convocation. It is hard to believe that our time at this institution has come to an end, and we are now on to our next chapters in life. Looking back at the past year, I can't help but feel a sense of nostalgia for all the memories and experiences we've shared. From the first day of orientation to the end terms that we gave, we have been through a lot. We have come out stronger and more resilient than ever before. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our professors, staff, and administrators who have helped us throughout this journey by providing us the guidance, knowledge, and encouragement. You have inspired us to think critically, challenge ourselves, and pursue our passions. And to our fellow graduates, I am honored to have shared this journey with you. We have made a lasting friendship and created unforgettable memories and learned so much from each other. I'm proud of each and every one of you, and I can't wait to see all the incredible things that you achieve in future. As we move on to the next chapters of our life, let us carry with us this lessons that we've learned, the friendships we've made, and the experiences we've shared. Let us continue to push ourselves to grow, learn, and make positive impact on the world. Thank you and congratulations, class of 22-23. Signing off as the treasurer one last time, Sahil said.
That was amazing. I invite Akshay Datar to share his soil's experience and journey with us.
क्या बोलूं यार I am like right now feeling very nostalgic. यार एक साल खत्म हो गया and it's been an honor here standing before you as a president of student council and address you on special occasion of convocation. Today is like a significant milestone in our life as we graduate from this esteemed college, and which is equipped with knowledge and skills to succeed in our career. As we look back, I'm sure many of you have faced challenge. Even I have faced. We had sleepless nights when A&B sir used to send us case studies. We used to have group discussions. Then we used to have presentations. Then we used to have exams, which has tested us. And what it has tested is our knowledge and abilities. However, in these challenges, these challenges have made us strong, more resilient. They have taught us to be mindful, to be adaptable, and to never give up on your dreams. Now we are graduating from this institute. This is renowned for its academic excellence, and our time here has prepared us to be a leader in our chosen field. You have learned the best in the industry. We have learned from the practical experience from the industry people, mentorship programs, industry leader sessions, industry interaction, and of course, there were interaction with our alumni. As we move forward, I urge you to remember the core values the institution has instilled in us. That is compassion, mindfulness, sustainability, ethics, diversity, and apart from this, integrity, excellence, and teamwork. The value as a foundation, these values are the foundation of the success, and I'm confident that you will carry them with you and embark on the next chapter of your life. As you step out into this world, remember that success is not achieved overnight. It requires hard work and dedication and passion for what you do. Do not be afraid to take risks and embrace new opportunities. Learn from your failures and use them as a stepping stone towards your goal. Lastly, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for graduating. And I feel I'm very nostalgic right now. I am unable to speak much. So congratulations, guys. और मैं थोड़ा nervous भी हूँ अभी. Okay. I also wanted to thank Vijaya ma'am, thank Anil sir, who has always tried to bring up the leader within you, who has taught the importance of leadership and what is leadership exactly, he has taught us. And to all other faculties, Arja ma'am, ANV sir, Das sir, Salman sir for their continuous efforts in our placement activities, and all other staff members, and of course, beloved students. I thank you for being this journey with me. Thank you. Of course, party is 201.
Akshay, that was amazing. I now request Akshay Datar, President, Student Council, to take the oath. I would also invite the Student Council members to please join the President.
I request all students to stand up. Please raise your hands for the oath. And you will be repeating it after me. We, the unifiers, the integrity and upheld by the pillars of soil. That is mindfulness, sustainability, compassion, diversity, and ethics. We will take great pride together as a community and ensure that our words and actions will reflect unity. Our honor code will be evident through our work, reputation, and success. We pledge to always uphold ourselves and each other in a professional and personal standard. We promise to celebrate the small win and set high standards. Target for ourselves and always hold our heads high as a student of soil. Thank you.
Many thanks to Akshay, Sahil Ahuja, Sahil Chen, Harshita, Rakesh, and Mitesh. We want to provide excellence in the same manner as unifiers did.
What a wonderful day. Each moment has filled us with enthusiasm and joy. The performances and awards have enhanced the celebration. I feel overwhelmed to stand here. As Michelle Josephson emphasized, take pride in how far you have come. Have faith in how far you can go. But don't forget to enjoy the journey.
The journey at Soil has been so transforming on an individual level. We had diversity all around that gave away to new learnings, understanding, ethics, and building mindfulness among us. We acknowledge that people learn in a variety of ways that multiple intelligence we believe in. It could be through use of words, music, art, or theater, or social interaction being in tune with nature. We got a special performance planned right now. So we now welcome Akshay Chhabra, who would be presenting a medley.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. The guitars are also audible. So thank you so much everyone for waiting so patiently. And for the one last time, I'll be performing here at SOIL as a student. आगे कभी मौका मिला जरूर. I would love to be here and remain a part of SOIL. So I would request you all एक बार please ये साथ में जरूर गाना. हो सकता है मैं पूरा गाना ना गा पाऊँ because I'm feeling very emotional right now. So I hope you all like. Thank you. ये है प्यार के पल चल मेरे संग चल चल छोटी सी ये जिंदगी कल आने वाली छोटी जिंदगी तो खुश नसीब अब ऐसा हो नहीं सकता कि कॉन्वोकेशन हो जाए और एक दोस्ती पे गाना ना हो. तो हम लोग ना सी से नहीं बोलेंगे, हम नकली बोलेंगे. नकली गाना सबको समझ में आ गया? हो किसी के हाथ में हीरा, किसी के गान में हीरा, मेरे मुझे हीरे से मतलब क्या, मेरा तो यारों ने मेरे पास क्या कुछ नहीं किया, यारों ने तुम ऐसे नकली होता सा, तुम ऐसे नकली होता सा, ये दिल तो मेरे दिल में तुम्हारा तेरे दिल तुम्हारे प्यारे का मान है सब लोग आप अपनी अपनी ऊंचाइयों की तरफ बढ़ चुके हैं. तो उसमें आप सबके दोस्तों का जरूर हाथ रहा होगा. सो मेरी जिंदगी सवारी कुछ तो मुझे कहाँ किसी उठा के यारा तेरी यार की हो Thank you. Thank you.
It was so beautiful. Thanks, Akshay.
Next, we have Unifieds presenting a dance to represent Soil's journey. I invite Mitesh Gorkar, Nandita Ghosh, Panan Gupta, Nisha Pagaria, Priyanka Mandhare, Kshitij Mathur, Mukul Bhure. Please give a round of applause for them.
In soil. After getting admission. After getting admission. Soil. Very low. On the day of convocation.
Thanks very much. On behalf of the entire Soil family, I wish to extend a heartfelt thank you to all our esteemed guests, the dear parents who have been able to come to this wonderful celebration, our faculty members, our staff, our students, and of course our founder and our director. So thank you to all of you. I'll start with the two wonderful leaders who spoke to us today. Your life journeys were really a true inspiration for all of us. Thank you so much for sharing it. And Suresh, the way you interspersed it with all those wonderful dohas, which are really an encapsulation of the truths of life. That was just outstanding. It really gelled so wonderfully with the audience. Sir, your anecdotes and the way you narrated your life's journey came through so wonderfully well as well. Thank you so much. Next, I'll come to the parents. Thank you so much to all of you for attending. I mean, this is one of the best turnouts of the parent community that I've seen in these past few years over here. Thank you for sharing your sons and daughters with us for this wonderful journey that we've had for the past year. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to mention the faculty members who work tirelessly with the unifiers to ensure that each and every one of them attains success, not just in terms of their competency, but in terms of who they become as leaders. So thank you, Professor Bhattacharya, Dr. Das, Nitika, Arja, Gurveer, and all the visiting faculty who have helped shape our students' lives over the past 1 year. Thank you so much. All the people who have made this event possible, my sincere, heartfelt thanks again. So, Jaideep ji, Jai Bhagwan ji, and I would not hesitate to mention each and every person who's worked towards this, right from Sonu to Mandeep, Vishnu, Tasibul. Thank you, all of you, for helping us put this together. The next batch of students has done an outstanding job, not just the 4 of you who were comparing today, but all the others, the ones who participated in the dance and all the others who helped. Thank you so much. We look forward to your 1 year over here as well. Finally, I'll come to my wonderful unifiers. It's been a wonderful journey for all of us, and I hope each and every one of you shares that sentiment. We've seen you develop over the past 1 year, and I'm very confident that you will start off in the next phases of your life as confident leaders. All the values, these 5 pillars that you see here, I'm positive that you've inculcated them, they've become a part of you now. So therefore, while we all have full confidence that you will be professionally very competent and you will grow in your careers, we are also very confident that you'll never forget the values that these 5 pillars represent. And I'll just take a minute to talk about something that is very dear to me and which I feel you'll readily jive with. I remember when the nomenclature of this batch was being done, and Anil, when he was announcing it to all of us, he explained the rationale behind why you are the unifiers. Guys, we are living in a very divided world. There is a lot of dissonance out there. So my sincere request to all of you, as unifiers, please take whatever you've learned here into the next stage of your life. Help bring people together, which is what the unifiers are expected to do. It is going to be a difficult journey and at times a very lonely journey. I can tell you that. It is a lonely journey. But I'm confident that even if you feel lonely in this journey, you will take it to its logical conclusion. We are too great a nation to fail in this regard. And I'm positive that each and every one of you will take this message there. On that note, I want to end with a couplet from Majnu. मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर लोग साथ आते गए कारवां बनता गया. Thank you so much.
So much, sir.
Dear unifiers, we appreciate you giving us the baton. We really feel blessed to have seniors like you. By sharing your insights, tales and triumphs, you have not only inspired us, but also boosted us with positive affirmations and willingness towards every opportunity and manifestations. And yes, we desire to maintain the legacy that you are leaving behind.
Yes, definitely. You know, it's said, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days when you actually led them. Our dearest seniors, we thank you wholeheartedly for every single suggestion you have shared. It has uplifted our aspirations and goals, and we would surely be disturbing you or knocking your doors whenever you feel trapped. Thank you so much, unifiers.
We request you all to rise for the national anthem.
Want to thank our chief guests, respected founder, director, esteemed board members, faculty, staff, and parents. We also congratulations to the graduating class of 2022-23. Please do protect your outside.
Now, we would like to invite you all for the lunch at cafeteria. Please join us for